Hello viewers, welcome to Science TV News at 1 with me EDNA KAINDI and my voicing interpreter Irene Chibiwot. Let's focus on our 1 p.m. news. President William Ruto has reaffirmed Kenya's commitment to strengthening ties with China to spur economic growth. During his visit to China, he met with Chinese President Xi Jinping and other senior Chinese officials and urged Chinese investors to exploit existing opportunities in the energy, water, and housing sectors. President Ruto said that Kenya and China have long history of cooperation and that he is committed to deepening this relationship. He said that China is a key partner in Kenya's development and that he is grateful for China's support for Kenya's economic and infrastructure.
We don't take for granted that over the last 60 years, we have built a very solid relationship at every stage, improving it and making it better. And my coming to China this time round is a confirmation of our commitment to elevate this relationship for the mutual benefit of Kenya and China. It is our avocados, the tea, coffee, macadamia, and I'm happy that we are now exploring possibilities of the sectors of livestock, both beef and leather products. Again, that would help cement and consolidate the relationship between Kenya and China. You have technologies that can work with us to leverage on our renewable energy assets, both in geothermal. We have between 10 and 20 gigawatts of geothermal energy potential. We have around 60 gigawatts of solar energy potential. We have between 20 and 30 gigawatts of wind energy potential. And we still have hydro capabilities around the country.
On to our other news. The Senate Ad Hoc Committee on Shakahola Massacre said that there is no morgue or graves at Pastor Ezekiel Odero's New Life Prayer Center Church in Mavueni, Kilifi County. The committee, led by Senator Danson Mungatana, was investigating claims that the church is involved in indoctrination and mass murder. Odero has denied any involvement in a massacre that killed over 400 people. He also distanced himself from the controversial preacher Paul Mackenzie, who is the main suspect in the case. The pastor said that the building that people thought was a morgue is actually a power station for the church. He also said that his church is funded by its members and that it has built a swimming pool, a laboratory, and a stadium in Kilifi County. Odero criticized the way that all preachers in Kenya are criticized and said that the government should only punish those who are doing bad things.
Tumeambiwa kuna hili, kuna mochari, twende tukaangalie hiyo mochari. Kuna makaburi, twende tukaangalie makaburi. Tunataka kujua uhusiano na huyu ambaye tunamshuku ni namna gani, na tumeona hapa hata restaurant. Kwa hivyo mambo yale mengine tulikuwa tuambia watu waombe paka wafe hayapo hapa.
Tulialika Senate ili yale yote ambao Senate itakuja kuandika na kusema yawe ni yale ambao wamesikia kwa kuambiwa, na pia yale ambao pia wameona. Kwa hivyo yote ambayo wameangalia na wamechunguza watayaweka wazi kwa nchi nzima, kwa raia nzima, kwa raia wote, kila mmoja akaweze kujua ukweli.
Sisi tunaandika vile tunaona. Yeye si mshukiwa katika hii issue. Kamati yetu tunachukua ushahidi, na yeyote ambaye ametajwa wanakuwa persons of interest. Nimeongea na Bwana Makasembo, wakili wa Mackenzie, na alisema kwamba wamepata zile summons, kwa hivyo wanajipanga. So sisi kesho tutangojea saa 4, alafu tuna imani ya kwamba watapata nafasi wafike.
Our next news. Trans Nzoia Senator Alan Chesang now wants the Director of Criminal Investigation to retract the statement on his alleged involvement in alleged fake gold syndicates. Through his legal counsel, Rarieda MP Otiende Amolo, Chesang has issued a 7-day ultimatum to the DCI, failure to which he will sue him for defamation, insisting he will protect his name at all costs. The Trans Nzoia senator termed the accusations against him as malicious that has exposed him to public ridicule and embarrassment. Chesang pointed out that the DCI published the allegations against him without questioning him to establish his alleged link to the apprehended suspects.
I'm not aware even of the said arrested people, and I've never done gold business in my life. I do other businesses that everywhere it's on public domain. What I'm doing, the businesses I'm doing. So there is no day I have dealt with gold business.
Senator Chesang has not been asked by anyone about any such issue. He has not been called, he has not been summoned. So as his advocate, I advised him that we come to DCI headquarters so that we understand what is this they are circulating in the media without even reaching out to him. We've had a meeting with the Deputy DCI, Mr. Nicholas Kamwende. He confesses not knowing anything about either the investigation or the media coverage.
Ni vibaya sana kwa sababu nimekuja DCI na sipati jibu yoyote kwa nini wameandika jina yangu. You know, if they had information they should tell me. Waniambie wewe umehusika hapa. Mimi ni mtu ambaye wakinipigia simu nitakuja.
Moving on. Public Service Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria has announced that the government will soon introduce a fee for services offered at Huduma centers across the country. CS Kuria, speaking after taking charge in the new ministry, said the fee will be charged on both government and private sector services. He explained that the new development is aimed at making sure the 52 Huduma centers countrywide are able to generate their own revenue. Kuria pointed out that the centers have for long depended on funding from the exchequer, but they want to change that.
Huduma centers is another area that I want to keep a very close eye on. As you know, Huduma is a very popular facility for most Kenyans. I don't know, you are doing how many transactions?
50,000
per day. 60,000 transactions every day. And we're only talking about 58 transactions. So what we want to do, 52 centers. What we want to do, I want to have a discussion with the Postal Corporation of Kenya, and we have got around 893 post offices. What we are going to do is ensure that everywhere there's a post office, it's also a Huduma center, because clearly Kenyans have shown that they have got faith and confidence in Huduma centers. But not just that, two things. One, we are also going to use our Huduma centers and interest the private sector to trust us in service delivery, even in services which have got nothing to do with the government. Because clearly, if this is one area where the public sector is doing much better than even the private sector, and so why not offer our services even for the private sector? His Excellency the President has challenged us on the issue of sustainability, on the issue of not just depending on exchequer, and my first area of that endeavor is to ensure that Huduma centers do not depend on money from the exchequer. We generate our own revenue, and I'm going to also to have a discussion with the consumer department within government. You know, people like immigration, driving license, and all this. For so long, you've been enjoying these services without paying. Now there's no more free lunch. Yeah, you have to pay for it. We are going to introduce a fee for service, even for government services, for private sector services, to support our national e-commerce, because Huduma Center can really be the backbone of our national e-commerce initiatives.
On to our other news. The police in North Alego, Siaya County, are changing their officers because the local people say that the police have been working with criminals. The county police commander said that the new head of the police station in Kuwait will be a different person, and the same thing will happen at the police post in Ndere. These are the two places where people protested after a gang killed 3 people in Hono. The county police commander also said that the new head of the police station will be given a phone with a number that everyone will know, so that people can easily get in touch with him. He also asked people not to kill suspects because it is against the law and it stops the police from getting important information from the suspects.
kwa chifu ambao mulieka hapa zinasaidia nini? Hazina security. Ukienda huko kitu ambao wanaweza fuatilia ni kwenda kuchukua pesa kwa watu wa pombe. Naona huzuni sana. Nimeona huzuni ile ambayo hata siwezi sema. Saizi mnakuja nini? Watoto wanakufa.
Juu mimi sijawahi ona police station yoyote ulimwengu mzima. Ukienda pale kila polisi ni mlevi. Ni mlevi, wako na yes. Inakuaje mkubwa wa polisi anaenda kwa bar asubuhi na mapema na anatoka huko usiku? Hiyo kitu hamjui ama mnajua? Mtatueleza kama wananchi tusikie. Hakuna vile security itakuwa kama polisi ni mlevi. Hata muizi anajua tu yule polisi ni mlevi pale anaenda kuiba. Yupo polisi wote ni walevi. Hatutaki kukaa kwa environment wenye mwananchi ako na hofu. Uko na hofu na uko na hofu kwenye mahali ulizalewa. Hapa initially tulikuwa na visa ya uwizi wa ng'ombe. Na hiyo uwizi wa ng'ombe imeenda mpaka saa hizi imeingia kwa hizi uwizi wa duka na hizo venye zimeleta hii vifo ya jana hii. Tunaomba hivi mheshimiwa. Mimi ile kitu ilinileta hapa kubwa sana. Hawa mapolisi wako wetu watolewe wote. Okay. Yes, waende tuletewe mapolisi wengine wenye wako concern na usalama wa mwananchi.
Yeah. Jana mimi ndio nilishika Tony nikitoa police station. Tony ndiye alinitolea pistol. Mimi nataka niulize, huyu Tony alikuwa recruited lini? Na alikuwa recruited na nani? Na yeye OCS wake ni nani? Amekuwa posted police station gani?
Mimi nimeofa from today. Kuanzia leo. Nataka sasa chief kila mtu akuwe na vigilante wa 10. Na mimi kila Friday nitakuwa na wapatia allowance. Hii vigilante. Mambo mawili kwa hawa before they talk. Nataka waniambie kwamba wameshatoa hii polisi inaitwa Rono na kila mtu.
Polisi lazima wafanye kazi yao vizuri, wafuate hao watu wamefanya hizo dhambi, washikwe na wapelekwe bali inafaa. Kwa hivyo wamesema mambo ni
bata. Been arrested and you have given him to the law enforcers. Then you give them also a leeway so that they can work. But you cannot come and demand maybe what you call instant justice, because that one is not applicable. The law is a slow process. So when you have arrested somebody, please, I beseech you people, don't go ahead and kill, because it will be an offense on top of another offense. Two wrongs will not make a right.
Na tukitoka hapa mimi na mheshimiwa nafikiri tutatafuta kasimu kidogo, tutaweka laini ambayo ni ya kuserve wananchi. So that mwananchi mahali yuko kwa hii area ya Hono, hii Northern Lego, anaweza piga simu ambayo itapata a responsible commander ambaye atajibu maswali ya usalama hapa. Na sisi wenyewe saa zingine labda hamjui ni kwamba tunachukua hii issue ya patrols very very seriously. Vijana wale wanataka kusaidiana na officers wetu. Assistant chief yuko hapa, chief yuko hapa. Wacha tupate wale vijana ambao hakika wananchi wako na confidence na wao. Si ni kweli? Manake hatungetaka tena tu create a vigilante ambaye mnajua tumekuwa na historia ya vigilante hapo zamani. Wanakuwa kwamba sasa hiyo ni tena serikali kivyake. Let's have young people of goodwill that can help the people of Northern Lego.
On to our next news. Baragwi MCA in Kirinyaga County, David Madenge, was released on 200,000 cash bail and surety of same amount after denying charges of malicious damage of county property worth 500,000 on August 18th, 2023. The MCA presented himself in court on Monday. Appearing before Magistrate Claire Wanyama, he denied all charges. His lawyer, Ndengwa Njeru, applied for free bond, noting the accused if a leader who must appear before county assembly. The court initially granted bond 300,000 and surety amount, but was amended to cash bail of 200,000 and surety of same after the lawyers said processing of bond is lengthy. The case will be mentioned on 5th November 2023.
I'll give cash bail of Kenya shillings 200,000. And the sureties also should sign the surety form.
We shall ensure that it is done.
So we'll take a mention date so that you can get your statements and everything else. I'm looking at the fact. The 6th of November. 6th November 2023.
Here is a guide to all interpreters on the Assistol app. Download the app from the Google Play Store or App Store and log in as an interpreter.